Welcome back. You're watching The Money Show on ET now. It's time for our Spend with TMS segment. Now, mercifully, India has finally reopened after what's been a very, very tough couple of months. But having said that, of course, we must ensure that we continue to take all the possible precautions, go get ourselves vaccinated, be a responsible Indian citizens. And while, of course, we go out and enjoy ourselves, we must do so while keeping in mind everyone's safety, because the last thing any of us want at this point of time is the possibility of a third wave. But yeah, as we have reopened, so has our the places where we could eat out, the places of entertainment and events. So to give you a gist of what's lined up in the coming weekends and over the next couple of weekends, especially as we have the festive season as well ahead of us, I have with me Safdhar Adoor. He's the founder of Stepping Out. Safdhar, thanks so much for joining us today on ET now. It's really a pleasure, and I think we are talking to you at a time when I'm sure Indians are itching to get out of their homes, get out of town, and at least if not out of town, get out of their homes. But how have you seen, how active have restaurants, have event companies been in luring customers? Have they got back into the circuit of entertaining people? What are the precautions as well being taken by the managers, by restaurateurs, etc.?
So thank you for having me on your show. It's been my pleasure, and it's my honor as well to be on your show and giving a brief of what's been happening as well as the market. How you rightly said, people have been waiting to get out from a very long time, and the frustration inside people is not the last 2-3 months. The frustration is from March 2020. When the first lockdown happened. So technically it's from the last 1.5 years of when, a lot of uncertainty is there and people don't know if they should go out, come, the fear and all of that. Now, with vaccination being in place and at least the metro cities, wherein the vaccination drives have been quite successful, we have seen a large number of audience actually getting out. So that there is demand because everybody who's vaccinated is getting out now technically, because the whole element of fear is not there. So as a supply chain, we have to see how we could basically take in the consumers and be responsible at the same time. And what we've been noticing on the restaurant space as well as our events as well, people are definitely getting out. And how we've even started, you mentioned how did we even start our whole this thing as well with events. So we've started doing really small scale micro events within restaurants, which have a gathering of say about 100-150 people only and not above that. So that, like how you said, basically so that we could keep it under control and, being responsible as well. And this is how we've been doing with our events. We've been doing a lot of comedy shows as well across the country. We've done about 60-70 in the last 1.5 months. And these are all at restaurants. And with restaurants, whoever we are working with as well, we are ensuring that 100% of their staff are double vaccinated, not even single vaccinated, that 100% of the staff, that is from the stewards to the managers to the bouncers, everybody basically, every single person who you can come in contact are all double vaccinated. So that is something which we've assured in every single restaurant what we are working with to get that whole element of safety, element of assurity to the consumers as well, so that the people who are coming in have that belief that, okay, fine, everybody in this restaurant is being vaccinated, so I am pretty safe. So that whole trust factor is what we try to build with consumers when they're coming out for such events as well. So this is something which we've been following in the last 2 months.
Safdhar, have you seen, vaccine discounts as well being offered? Because that was something that was all the rage recently.
Yeah. So, what we've been doing, we do it at certain events of ours as well. So we have done it at certain events where where people who are vaccinated have been given a discount, a complimentary drink, like a complimentary drink or like a complimentary beverage or like a complimentary food. And it really encourages people, so the people who are vaccinated, it's like a give and take. People who are vaccinated are very happy to come out now because, they have been welcomed and say that, if you're vaccinated, you're getting something complimentary as well. So it's definitely a great approach as well for us. And it's worked out well for us as a marketing campaign as well.
Okay, so I'm going to roll the next two questions into one then. For the coming weekends, we've got lots of exciting ones. We'll have the long Ganesh Chaturthi weekend too. If you could, give our viewers some inspiration on where they can get out. And I'm going to stick to the two metros, Mumbai and Delhi. And also, what are the precautions? Their vaccine certificate, Arogya Setu, etc. What precautions should they take?
Okay, so we have a couple of comedy shows in both these cities. So we are doing a comedy show with Jeevishu, another one with Gaurav Kapoor in both these cities, in Delhi as well as in Mumbai in the next couple of weeks as well. And we are doing a music show with this artist called Anuv Jain. So Anuv Jain will be performing in Mumbai as well as in Delhi as well. And these will all be inside restaurants or clubs, restaurants or clubs. And yes, of course, vaccine certificates or Arogya Setu is mandatory for all of us. The whole purpose behind that is so that everybody who's coming there know that the other person is either negative or like COVID negative or he's been vaccinated. So that whole sense of assurity is there with everybody. So vaccine certificate or Arogya Setu is mandatory for us. And yes, we have a lot of very exciting events coming up, like I said, between comedy and music and everything in both these metros.
Okay, all right. Well, Safdhar, thanks so much then for joining us and just giving our viewers some inspiration on where they can go this weekend. Of course, while taking all the proper precautions, and it's only advisable that you step out if you've, got both of your vaccines with the adequate amount of time period as well, having been passed after your second dose. Thanks, Safdhar, once again.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.